and
इसका
0 is
URL शेयर करना
feature
पड़ेगा
not
ना,
present, 1 is feature present.
वहाँ से हो जाएगा ना।
And so you generate for each molecule such fingerprints and compare them and just relate them to the activity. Or
वहाँ
shape
पर आ रहा है
list.
क्या स्ट्रीम?
So three-dimensional
Stream
shape
वहाँ पर
of
आ
the
रहा है क्या?
molecules, similar
आ रहा
shapes
है।
have possibility of similar activities. That's the principle that we use and try to identify the opportunities for drug repurposing. So this is another methodology that we used, where what we did is we took the protein targets, let's say about 1000 protein targets, and we identified their known ligands or co-crystallized ligands. That is, some ligands or some drugs co-crystallize along with the three-dimensional structure which is available experimentally. And based on that, we generated a model and we used some rule-based methods to prioritize the targets for which drugs will go and bind. Identify new targets to which drugs will go and bind. See, these are some of the details which I will not go into. So this is how the representative schema can be seen. These are the protein targets and these are the different ligands and those are their interaction scores. So you generate such scores and list them, put them into the table. This is the experimental activity of these molecules, different ligands, and these are the interaction scores. So you develop models of relating the interactions with the activity, and you ultimately get some, you can identify, and then you can modulate this to identify new opportunities. This is something called as for structural similarity. So you can get from biological screen, you can get idea about on target and off target drugs. That is, similar shape targets have similar activities against drugs. And this is another method that we developed where interactions were identified and then they were distributed on the residue. That is, each amino acid residue interactions were considered and relationship with them is formed. That is the method. Again, it was published. From that, we generate this database. The existing database of targets, drugs, their indications, all that was put into a single database and relationship was identified. You also use network-based methods to identify the opportunities for patenting, because from literature and this particular data, you can get idea about what other interactions of the drugs which are known in the literature can be supported through experiments. Okay, I'll skip this. So this is essentially the methods, the computational methods that were used. When we complete the computational methods and hypothesis is generated, then you do this work, which is most of the experimental work, and you can get idea about what new drug or new opportunity for drug repurposing can be exercised. And this is the example, Gallowvax. which was discovered by us using the same technology platform, VLife RVHTS, which was explained to you just now. And this drug was discovered through same VLife RVHTS platform, wherein we identified that a generic drug called ethanol hydrochloride, we identified new target. This ethanol hydrochloride is a beta blocker. Beta blocker is mainly used for hypertension or controlling heart rate. But we identified that it can also be useful in diabetic complications, new diseases, through inhibition of new target called as aldose reductase. And that was verified through the same technology that I explained to you. First computational means, and then it was verified by several experiments which came one after the other. So we completed all those activities for Gallamax, which I explained to you: cellular activities, animal activities, that is animal efficacy and toxicity. We also developed stable formulation for the drug, performed phase 1, 2 and phase 3 studies for patients in diabetic foot ulcer, and now this particular drug is already in the market. It is in the market under the name Dialcus and is currently being distributed and marketed by Ipca Laboratories. Okay, so that's essentially the entire story of Dialcus. So essentially, how one can start from computational methods and reach to the tangible output is what I tried to explain in this particular presentation. I hope you have somewhat understood, but computational methodologies are not something just for doing academic research, but it can be used and taken to the logical conclusion is what I wanted to impress upon. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a really insightful talk. We were honored to hear from you. Now I would request the listener to kindly participate. Also, as man suggested, if anyone has any questions, sir.
Yeah. Any question? Yeah, please.
From 12 to 15 years, now how much time does it take for a drug to get into the market?
No, because of drug repurposing, if we use that, typically drug should be within 8 to 10 years. 8 years to 10 years.
But clinical trials is still 5, 6 years.
Because it is not going to change. Or, for example, toxicity measurement for, let's say, 1 year is required. You cannot shorten 1 year. So that part remains. What you can reduce is discovery part. Yes. No, so basically, as I explained, those many targets were there as a part of databases. Right? About 2000 proteins were there and about 1500 drugs were. So, and their interaction were stored with each of them were stored. So it was millions of interactions which were there. Millions of interactions.
I have one question. So right now AI has touched every aspect of our life. So from scientific community, is there any help this process we can get the help from AI?
Certainly. Actually, what effort we did is currently called as AI. We exactly did the similar thing. Okay, many of the things, like I have not explained, in QSR we do use neural network. Okay, we do use deep learning methods. Now that this called, we never knew at that time that it is called as AI. Now it is called as AI, yes. So, in a way we use AI. Of course, now the methodologies are significantly matured, which were not as matured at that time when we developed this technology platform. Yeah.
As you know that you got this match, so how your team responded for that match, that you found one this match that for particular this drug for some other disease, and are you having such other matches also, and they are
Yes, very well. Because see, a technology platform throws so much of output. Only the problem is to identify what is believable. So, technology platform is going to throw at you several opportunities, but not that all opportunities are relevant. And that is where our domain knowledge comes into place, or gets more important to interpret these results. Because see, entire results are available, but many of them it's very difficult to find out useful thing from trash, because majority generated is trash. Because we are doing exhaustive experimentation, right? Computational experiment, exhaustive computational. So majority is the trash. But you need to have a systematic approach to filter out from that trash what is the most useful part. And to answer your second question, yes, we do have other indications which we are pursuing. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir, I would like to kindly felicitate on behalf of everyone.
Just say a few words about
I see some alumni. See one correction from the dogs, I will tell you later. Alumnus is a singular and alumni is plural. So please remember for whole life. We heard a very, very beautiful talk. I hope some of you got the kind of feel of the talk. How difficult is that? How truly interdisciplinary is that research? Various facets. It requires not only completely chemistry, biology, drug chemistry, interaction of drugs with proteins or targets. So, in a true spirit of interdisciplinary research, And secondly, I hope some of you got the idea of how tedious it is. Not a small problem to be solved and published. No, it's a very, very long journey into an unknown territory. It took him about 14 years for him and his team, and a very remarkable achievement. In Indian scene, certainly a very unique achievement. So, lesson to learn, I think, for nations. Imbibe some interdisciplinary spirit. Our earlier name was Interdisciplinary School of Scientific Computing. Now it has changed, but the spirit is the same. And for a wonderful talk, I would like to thank Sudhir. Thank is not the word. We are really grateful to him for that. And we will felicitate him with our usual.
Once again, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Honorable Gadre, and as this is a very significant moment for all of us, SCMS has grown from ISSC, and Gadre sir was the one who was the founder, and we have a lot of things to learn from him. And now I would like to hand it over to Fibros, who will introduce her.
We'd like to take a moment to honor the special milestone that we have achieved, the 38th anniversary of Interdisciplinary School of Scientific Computing, our beloved ISSC. Founded in 1994 with the vision of addressing the need for training in research in the field of scientific computing. It's not only unique in India, but also few of its kind in the world wide. Now, it's time to hear from someone who has played a pivotal role in shaping the foundations of not only one, but two departments at the university. I'm thrilled to introduce Professor Gadre, who is the founder and then director of ISSC and the founder of Computer Science Department and also the first HOD. Professor Gadre's work in quantum chemistry and molecular electrostatics have earned him various achievements. He was elected as a fellow of the Indian National Science Academy 1996. Among his many prestigious honors is the Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award in Chemistry in 1993, which he received from the President of India for his exceptional contributions to science. In addition to these achievements, Professor Gadre has been involved with the Indian and International Chemistry Olympiads and has received several other awards, including Young Scientist Medal by Indian National Science Academy, the J.C. Bose National Fellowship, and the Principal B.K. Jog Prize for Excellence in Teaching and Research at University. As we celebrate 30 years of ISSC, it's a true honor to hear from a very person who laid its foundation. Without further ado, please join us in welcoming Professor Gadre.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes introduction is longer than the speech the person gives. But I want to tell you the story, a little bit story in 10 Our next speaker is here. Okay, otherwise I would be required to occupy you for another 10 minutes. So it all began, I forget, sometime years. So it all started with a small course called BSc. I'm telling for even the older alumni and the present batch, because we have had very long, very interesting history, which I will try to tell you in next maybe 10 minutes. It all started with a course called BSc Applied Computer Science. Very strange name. And if I remember right, the year was 1981. It was a one-year course. Maybe some of you will go in education and maybe you will have some nice ideas of how things develop and you can use it. One-year course called BSc Applied Computer Science, having scientific computing, Fortran, numerical analysis, COBOL. Many of you would not have heard of COBOL. Hardware, a very nice course was taught by an engineer in ICL. You know, many of you would not have heard the name of ICL. And then 1 year, 6 months. It was a total 1 year course, 6 months. You do some project. That was the idea. And many people passed that course and had wonderful opportunities. Okay. MCA course started in our university in 1984. When I was heading the BSc Applied, it was given to me to start the Master of Computer Applications, MCA, if I remember here, 1985. Very long story, but Ajay Patak was the student who did MCA with us. And then he started this company called Jopasana. I will tell you a little bit later. So, we go to 1994, and then I was asked to start a course. It was called MCS that time, because there was an MCS in colleges. So our university got very panicky. How come such a course is in colleges? We should also start. So that's the way it started. MCS with specialization in scientific computing. Okay, that was the old title. Then Professor Kawarikar came as a Vice Chancellor. Then I was made the director of the school, so-called, which you have heard this year, and with that. Madam was here. I think almost all of you know Madam very well, more than me, especially the alumni. And we had fellowships, about 4 fellowships from RI consultants, which later became something else. And 4 fellowships were given by Jopasana. So the idea is 8 students got the fellowship when they entered the school. So they went out with a degree, they got the fellowship, they had their industrial training with these 2 companies, and many of them had jobs. Many of them were selected by the companies. So that was the very good fortune that we had. We also started very good PhD program, and the unique thing about our PhD program is that everybody is doing something different than a subject that he is trained in. Many people are doing very different thing, and I will name some of our students. Ajay Limaye, you have heard, I think this batch has heard Ajay Limaye. He did something fantastic in visualization. During PhD and later, he blossomed fully. And he is a world's best person who works in that area today, graphics, and These days, virtual reality, these are the two domains. Very, very different from what he did for PhD. And very, very different from what he must have done as a, he didn't do master's project. But these are two benchmarks that I would put. And one example you saw with Sudhir today. His PhD has nothing to do with directly. Indirectly you learn so many things, but directly it has nothing to do with what he has done over the years. So that is one benchmark. Your MSc project, your PhD work, and your later career, new developments, if they are different, I think you have made it. I will say that is my criterion. So talking of Ajay, Ganesh, who are my students who did PhD with me, they are doing something totally different now than what they did for PhD. I remember Nilesh Dhanukar, biologist. These two gentlemen had computer science in their degree, Ajay and Ganesh. Nilesh is a biologist. Then Rishma Pingve, who is here, she is a computer science person. She completed her PhD here in a very different subject. And then we had Raghunandan with Smita. And one thing I would like to highlight is truly interdisciplinary spirit of PhD. Okay, look at Abdullah, who is okay. His PhD is very different. Cryptography. Nilesh Dhanukar's PhD is more in molecular biology. Evolution. His training was in that. With Milind Bhatte, who was our guide. So one thing I would like to highlight is learn, interdisciplinarity really helps you. How many of you saw the protein structures and can recognize them? Okay, for example. So it's good to imbibe that word interdisciplinarity in your work. Sidhu is Sidhu. You will hear him, but you know that amongst many things, he is in karate or whatever, various variations of that. So now we are here. We are in the Department of Scientific Computing, Modeling, Simulation. And when I look back, it was too early. 1994 possibly was too early to start such an activity. I did get support, but with proper support, our school could have done, and now the department could do wonders, especially in today's world, where knowledge of many disciplines is required to make any discovery. So I think we started the activity a little too early, is what I feel. And to all the new students, this year's batch, be alive to this interdisciplinarity that exists. You learn computer subjects well, but be open to all the talks, all the interactions with other people. Learn basics of other subjects, and that will serve you for a very, very long time in the years to come. So, I think we are here to look forward to Sidhu's talk. But anyway, all the best to you. My association with the school and the department was how many years? Over 30 years, actually, officially. And with the computer science fraternity, it was almost 40 years, 1984. So, Very nice to be here for this very nice function organized by you. And good to see all the new, maybe alumni will come or where are they still? Not coming.
It's raining heavily outside.
They are on the way.
It's raining heavily.
Okay. So anyway, all the best to all the new students. New means first and second year. Okay, all the best to you. Sudhir will be here. Of course, Smita is always there to guide you. But Sudhir will be around also whenever we wish him to say, give a talk. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm happy to the organizers.
So as you mentioned, the interdisciplinary nature is something what we really look forward to aspire. We want to invite those qualities, and we want to express our gratitude to Gadre sir. Now, moving forward to one of our most distinguished alumni of the oldest batches, we have Mr. Sidhu Shetri sir with us. He, with over 19 years of experience in the software industry, he has worked across multiple domains like telecom, healthcare, as well as the scientific community. He has excelled in working with high-scale systems and agile DevOps processes, development operations processes. Beyond his professional accomplishments, he is known for breaking records. And as I would like to share, he is an absolutely master at Taekwondo, and other than that, he has multiple world records to his name. Speaking of the world records, he has broken his own records many times. The latest one being an incredible world record which is mentioned in the Guinness Book of Records. He has endured an incredible 55 hours, 2 long days of boxing, practice, marathon punches, and he's, I simply salute sir. This is something really we should. Anyway, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Shetri to share his insights with us. All yours.
Okay, all good. Okay. Hi all. Okay, first of all, ओके सो नतमस्तक हूँ मैं मेरे सर के लिए। सर सबसे पहले प्रणाम है आपको और मैम आपके लिए। इनसे मैंने लाइफ के लेसन सीखे हैं। सो आई विल टेल यू माय जर्नी अबाउट दिस वन एंड व्हेन एंड व्हाट टाइम आई हैव लर्न। Okay, so my name is Sidhu Shetri. I am an Indian athlete. So I am representing India in Taekwondo sports. Okay, and working as a technical delivery manager in InfoVision currently right now. So I start my journey in my IT. I was a batch from 2003 and 2005. Okay, so first of all, जब मैंने सर के बारे में सुना, so in front of सर, so मैं क्या बात कर सकता हूँ, ये मुझे to be honest, I'm nothing in front of them. So मैं तुम लोगों के साथ बात कर सकता हूँ, अगर सर नहीं है तो मैं तुम लोगों को बहुत मेरे आई विल जस्ट शेयर माई एक्सपीरियंसेस हियर, बट इन फ्रंट ऑफ सर मतलब मैं कुछ भी बात करने के लिए भी मैं थोड़ा सा नर्वस भी हूँ। मैं बाहर ओके आई टेल यू आई एम रिप्रेजेंटिंग इंडिया इन वर्ल्ड लीडरशिप फोरम्स, वहां पे भी मैं बहुत सारा भाषण ऐसा दे सकता है अंदाज करके, लेकिन जब सर के सामने होता है तो मैं होता है टू बी ऑनेस्ट आई एम ऑनेस्ट माई सेल्फ अबाउट दिस वर्क. So my journey started okay so I started my martial arts training from when I was in school. So I started representing India in 2006. So I in national championships 13 times gold medal, only gold medal in 13 times in national championships. Bronze, silver medals are counting are different. 3 times best fighter awards in national championships. So and how US Open Championship gold medal, Australia Open Championship gold medal, Thailand Open Championship gold medal, Bangladesh Open Championship gold medal, and there are some South Korea Open World Hamadan Championships bronze medal, and there are some silver medals and bronze medals also there. So up to BCS, I was very mad about martial arts only. So when I came here, so here I have given my full time for this course only. क्योंकि थोड़ा सा ऐसा था कि उस टाइम पे स्पोर्ट्स के लिए ज्यादा करियर नहीं था ये इंडिया में, तो थोड़ा कंप्यूटर साइंस का बैकग्राउंड था, तो सोचा कि एमसीएस फुल टाइम थोड़ा फोकस देके स्टडी करे, फिर अपना लाइफ स्टेबल करे, फिर आगे जाके मूव ऑन. फिर
was told always tell one thing. Whenever you meet for the team, morning, tell me about the status. So what is the work is going on? Okay. So we will tell, okay sir, we are currently on this stage, so we are starting for this one. Okay. Sir always told, okay, that's fine. But when we are going for a lunch, at that time, whatever the status you are told to me in the morning, it should be an increment. It should not be a same. Okay. It's always an increment. So when we are moving for the lunch, at that time we are saying, okay, and not only me, this rule is for everyone, all the PhD members also, and those who are working under for the project assistant. So at the time of lunch, at that time we are giving some incremental progress, what is the progress we have done. After that, during the lunch, 4 o'clock also we are taking one more tea. Okay. So at that time also, whatever the lunch you are done, after the lunch, and at the 4 o'clock, we are moving for the tea. So at that time also, you must have a progress, whatever status you are given into the lunch, at the 4 o'clock, the status should be a progress. It should not be the same. Same thing, while sir is always moving 6 or 6:30 to his home. So at that time also, it should be a progress. It's like, sir, that lesson I have learned in my life. So this is, I implemented in my official life and in my sports life also. Okay. So this is the greatest lesson I have learned from sir, and that is also still I am implementing. So I will tell you about the journey about the Satyam. Satyam Computers. Then after that I joined Satyam Computers. So I was there almost 2 years. I was there. Then I joined as Atos India Private Limited. So Atos is one of the Olympic sponsorships on the medals.
And Tech Mahindra, I joined, then I joined Microsoft, and then currently I'm working with the Infovision, so as a technical delivery manager. So I'm working with the Java different technologies for this one. So I have very good experience. So I will tell you about the next slides. I will tell you all the things, what are the IT industry is going on, and what are the roles and responsibility you need to handle, what kind of projects you need to execute about this one. Okay. About the ISSC, I will tell you first of all. My first Guinness Book of World Record, if you see, it is happening in the International School of Scientific Writing in Pune only. Okay. So I will tell you about the man. Okay. I feel very proud when I was in ISSC or whenever I came here in ISSC. I really honestly tell you, it's like my up to bachelor degree, I was very mad about martial arts only, nothing programming and all these things. But in ISSC, I learned the things. ISSC is giving a one platform to you. Whatever the things you want to do, you implement. People are encouraging for you. Like suppose you have good knowledge, you have good skill in that particular area. Your surrounding, your friends, your teachers, people are supporting you. Okay, you can do this way. Okay, you have great skill, you implement this way, that way. So always they are giving the supporting for this one. So all things are very positive. So my life is really changed when I came in the ISSC order. Before that, when I was completed my Bachelor of Computer Science, so whenever I saw the Satyam building in Shivaji, I really thought about this one. Okay, अरे वो डेवलपमेंट का जो है ना, वो तो बहुत साइंटिस्ट लोग ही करते होंगे यार, डेवलपमेंट अपने को होगा ही नहीं करके वो चीज़ का. So that was a typical mindset in my mind in bachelor degree because my surrounding was also like that. The people who was talking about this one, okay, no, development, no, we will not do the development, man, come on. So we will do the only testing and all this thing. I mean, very simple job we need to do it. So that kind of a mentality. But when I came to the ISSC, so in first semester, it was take some time for me to, okay, people are thinking about the development only, nobody is thinking here testing about this one. I will do the testing and all. So some university toppers are there in my class. So I learned many things from them. Okay, so whenever ma'am is giving the lectures for all, I will tell you the one more thing about this one. So you guys will be see people, okay, I know in front of teachers you will never see about this one. The gossips will be definitely happen. यार यहाँ पे बहुत मैथ्स हो रहा है करके ऐसा, अरे यार वो फर्ग्यूसन कॉलेज में तो इतना कोडिंग का ही हो रहा है, यूनिक्स का ही हो रहा है, इसका हो रहा है, इसका प्रोग्रामिंग हो रहा है, हमारे इधर तो मैथ्स हो रहा है, हमारे इधर स्टार्ट हो रहा है करके ऐसा, तो यार हमारे इधर कंपनी नहीं आ रही है, मेरा सिलेक्शन नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, so all these are coming immaturity level about this one. When you guys will get mature, then you will realize, so whatever the things you guys have learned from ISSC, that is the best benefit for you. Okay, taking a job is not a big thing. Okay, you will get the job, you crack the interview, you will get the job. But your job, you need to still with your job, you need to continue with your job. You guys have heard about the layoff, correct? Okay, Google, all companies are doing the layoff. So do you know why they are doing the layoffs and all these things? Sometimes the products is not selling, sometimes these things happening, that things happening. Okay, so main thing is forget about the products and all the number of multiple products in this world. Okay, but you guys needs to be a concentrate on your basic skill, basic fundamental skill. Like for example, I will give you my martial arts fundamental is very strong about the martial arts. Okay, so if you tell me you need to do a fight for any champions about this one, definitely I will be ready for the next day. Or right now only I am ready because my fundamental is very strong. Okay, ISSC will teach you how your fundamental should be strong. If suppose you are executing the mathematics and all these things, in company what are the things you are doing in product? If you want to implement any product, if you are handling Samsung, Apple, mobiles here, this is a product. So who develop this product? Those who have ability to solve the complex issues. Okay, how you solve the complex issues? You have a mathematics skill. In mathematics skill, you will increase your thought process. Okay, in mathematics, these are the 4 steps I will do. Okay, 5 steps. यार नहीं हो रहा है यार, क्यों नहीं हो रहा है इधर कैसा? तो वो complex thing जो तुमको solve करने के लिए जो तुम्हारा thought process जो है ना, that thought process will be increased in ISSC. Okay, that you will be realized in company while doing your practically working on the products. Okay, then what happened? Then layoffs will be happen now. But तुम लोगों का जो thought process है ना, वो थोड़ा increase है. You will be a productive resource for that company. That company will be never released. Okay, so that thing you always remember about this one. Okay, मतलब जॉब को स्टे करना, सिक्योर करना, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. ओके. So why I am doing this, why I am telling you about this one. So I saw multiple people in the, see, all over the competitions you all know about this. Okay. So ISSC, so telling about this one, my batch, my all 3 to 4 batch, I got the opportunity to work with the sir, to under the sir. Okay. That's why I am able to grow, and that's why. And still I am doing both the things. And officially sponsored means Tech Mahindra sir, Guru Nanak sir is also published on the Twitter. He is very proud about this resources with us about this one. And any company, whenever I join in any other company, the company is sponsoring to us. So both the things I am doing because of my fundamental things are very strong in ISSC. Okay. So these are the world records which is I have done it. So there are 3 more records. So that is in process actually, upload process. So the first record is most martial art kicks in 1 minute using one leg with the 168 kicks. Okay. So these are the, okay. Now I will tell you the most martial art kicks in 3 minutes. I will tell you one more thing. Okay. In 2011 to 2013. Those who are preparing for a UPSC exam, okay, so there is one Goel publication book was there. In that Goel publication book, sir, so there is one question in general knowledge. So who is the fastest speaker in this world? So to be honest, so I was a part of that. So there are 4 members' names was there, and the answer was that question. So like my name was the answer in 2011 to 2012. Goel publication book. Now I will tell you the continuous marathon boxing punches. Okay, I will tell you about the ISSC strength about this. Okay, so I have done this record. So recently also I have break my own record. So previously also we have done this record in Delhi Maharaj Road. Okay, one of our friend, okay, Kiran is also here. Okay, so one of our friend was struggling with the blood cancer. Okay, Kiran and me, we are staying in the Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital almost 3 years there. Okay, staying with Mayur. Okay, so at that time what happened? So at that time we it's like 25 lakhs rupees for his blood BMP operation we needed for this. Okay. So what we did? So I was thinking about this one. I will attend, and in India, I don't know about the failure things, but India we are the only one person who has successfully break the Guinness Book of World Record for this 55 hours about this one. Okay. At that time. In 2011 and 2012 batch, okay, 2012-2013 batch was came together, and we all are executed this world record. Okay. My role was, that is a great inspirational story of all the team members, how the team needs to work together. So every resource every person have a different roles and responsibilities at that. So my role is only execute the part 255, but around that to collect the money, to request the money for the operations of these things. All our team members has done it. Okay. So this is the greatest example of as a team member, and all ISSC members came together. And I will tell you one more thing. How the bonding is senior, junior, like Kiran is my junior, and my senior batch. Okay, my batch, senior batch, and my junior batch. We all came together, and whenever that kind of a bonding is happening in ISSC. Okay. So we are almost 50 to 60 people are there who are requesting the people, okay, please give the money for our friend operation. And all these things we are doing for this one. So in ISSC, you will be fine whatever the thing. If you are looking for placement things, if you are need some improvements in some programming language, you need some guidance about this. People are here to helping to each other. It means like some of my seniors, I was with like 10 to 12 years, we are not seeing each other. We are not thinking about each other. But whenever it was happened, it's like okay, these are the things is happened, and Sidhu needs something about this one. People have come together. This is not about the Sidhu. This is the bonding about the one batch to another batch. This is happening in ISSC. Okay. Okay. So I will tell you about the just journey. This is my first Taekwondo gold medalist in 1999, which is I got it. Yeah, and this is in 2023 gold medalist. Okay, that journey started in 1999, but still it is going. I am very mad about this one, and I have promised to myself I will shine my country in this world. Whenever the name will become for the martial arts, it definitely the India name will become right there. This is the recognition of our outstanding contribution towards the martial arts. Okay, so this is certificate which is given to me from World Taekwondo Federation from the South Korea. This is like we all know Sir Sachin Tendulkar, right? Okay, ICC has given some award to him. Like he has directly, indirectly promoting cricket in the whole world. Okay, so that's kind of a certification ICC has given to Sir Sachin Tendulkar. So like this way only. So in our sports also, World Taekwondo Federation has given the, okay, you are directly and indirectly promoting this Taekwondo sports in the overall world. So our name, whenever we break the records now, our, if you see like European Taekwondo champion, European Taekwondo Indian, American Taekwondo Indian, Asian, they okay, you guys are MMA, maybe I don't know, I'm talking about the different field. But okay, so at the knockout and all these things, they publish our name and all these things like that. Okay. So this is the one certificate. I will come into the IT industry, career in IT industry. I just want to say something. Okay, so this is the last year. World Taekwondo has taken all the Olympic, Paris Olympic 2024 was happened. So what kind of rules is there? What are the things are there? So you need to guide to your country about the in Olympics. What are the rules and regulations? So I was nominated from our country, so that's why I was there in South Korea. So learn the things and distribute the material, what are the learnings for that. This is the Global Leadership Forum. I was represented our India in Global Leadership Forum. In overall, all the world leaders are coming there, and so I was also there. So I was giving the speech also there. Now I'm coming to the career information. Okay. Okay. So guys, information technology and business. Okay. So whenever the things are business, like every year, every area we all know. So web application needed, mobile application needed, information technology. That's the kind of all businesses are there. Okay. So domain knowledge. Okay. So first of all, I will tell you about what is the domain knowledge. Why it is required about the domain knowledge. Okay. So whenever we are working in any area, okay, if suppose we are coming in scientific area, suppose for example, so then suppose we are working in chemistry, I will not tell about the scientific area, but I will tell you about the telecom domain. If suppose you are working in the telecom domain and all, so in telecom domain like broadband, PSTN, TVs, these kind of products are there. So you must have a knowledge about this, whatever the products, whatever the area, telecom. Suppose telecom is coming, okay, what are the billing days? If suppose somebody is got, suppose you have postpaid card. So your billing is not correct, okay, if suppose you got 5,000 billing for 1 month, okay, you have not done the all stuff. You call that customer care and you do the whatever the processes are there. So you must have knowledge in which project you are doing, that domain knowledge you must have. Okay, in IT industry, whenever you are trying to working on this, the domain knowledge must be in what are the projects you are working on this. Now I am coming to the development, enhancement, support projects about this one. Okay. So what kind of projects is happening into the IT industry? Okay. So there are some projects are happening as a pure development. Okay. So you take the requirements from client. Okay, this is the new pure development projects are there. So you start. There are some schedule will be happen. So how the project will be executed for this one. So you will get the pure requirement and that application you are doing it from scratch. So that is called in IT industry. That is we call as a development project. It's a pure development project. So like we are coming to the enhancements projects. Okay. So what kind of enhancements projects are there? Sometimes it's enhancement projects for the project, the application is already implemented. Okay. You need to implement some new features into that. So that time that project is called as an enhancement project. You are implementing, so you are taking some more features into that. So that's why then enhancements kinds of a project. There are multiple projects are there. Still there are some projects are going on some C++. Some other old languages still, but the product is still going on. That's why that application is still going on. Okay. So another thing is support projects. So what kind of a support projects are there? So in support projects, you don't need to write a code for this like from scratch. You don't need to write a code and all this. Only tickets are happening. Okay, there are some issues are happening. There are some called L1, L2, L3. These are the issues that means L1 suppose for example high priority issue. L2 is a middle priority issue. L3 is a medium priority issue. So only those who is like afraid to write the complex codes and all. Some see everybody is not at equal level. Okay, there are some up and all. Obviously, it is not like everybody is not a brilliant. Some people are thinking about, okay, I don't want to do some coding and all. That's a very complex thing for us. So those people also have, like in IT industry, so that kind of support projects are also there. You don't need to write a multiple like 100 and 200 lines of a course into that. You just need to take the debug the things. Okay, where is the issue is that issue you just need to fix it about this one. Okay, or you just need to issue that issue you need to pass it about this one. Okay, that kind of a support project. Now I have come into the, okay, I am not moving fast now, right? So it's clear now. Yes. Now I am coming to the code quality tools. Okay. So what kind of a code quality tools? Guys, today you wear good cloth, right? Huh? Everybody sprays his cloth, and powder bit of so you want to look good, right? You want to look good, right? So at that time, same thing, same thought process, you need to implement by writing a code about this one. Okay? So whatever the code you are writing about this one, that code should be looked good. That code, whoever is writing, whoever is reading, any unknown person is coming and reading that code, he should be understand your code. You should write some comments into that. Okay, for this particular methodology, for this method is for what purpose or for this one. Okay. So there are some code quality tools out there. There are sonar cubes. You need to write a JNX for that one. Core groups, structure 101. So there are a number of tools. Okay. So you need to try to implement that kind of a tool by doing your assignments into ISSC. Okay. So when you are doing the assignments also, you must focus on your code quality tools also. Okay. So because your code is also look good, not only you. Okay. The assignment who are observing your code, he is looking for your code, not for you, right? So try to implement, write a good comments on this one, what this method is for this particular, that what method is exactly working for this one. Okay. And now, so what are the things code quality tools you will talk about? So I will not take much time, guys. Now the thing is coming on Indian Shaurya Technologies. Okay. So this organization is I'm starting this organization. And I'm hiring 2 people from ISSC only. Okay. So those who are interested to work on the sensors, okay. So I will hire to them for these 2 resources. This organization will start in Magarpeta city. So there is one we work at there. So in Magarpeta city we are starting for this one. Now I will tell you about this. So this is my passion, right? Martial arts. So we are in Olympics, in some other games also you have seen. So there are some sensors. If suppose I hit in the head, so there are some 3 points will be there. So and there are some chase cards, and then 1 point is there. So that counting is based on the sensors. Okay. So that kind of a sensors we are implementing ours. Now I will tell you how we are doing a good contribution towards the country. And I will tell you one more thing about it. When we are interacting with the sir for the first time in our TDMU project, at that time sir was told to us, if you are not, if you are doing any job, what kind of education you have taken, if you have taken that kind of education and you are working on that area only, then that is the good thing because you have spent your time into that education and you are working on that particular area only. You are not moving some different area about this. So that thing is also I learned from sir. Okay? So here the martial art is my passion, technology, and into that. So that's why I'm taking these 2 combinations into that. And actually in India, only national, whenever we are, to be honest about this one, whenever we are doing the national championships of us, so this cost is almost 1 lakh to 2 lakhs, this equipment cost. So still in India, we are not playing about this one in district level, state level about this one. Okay. So my main motto is these kind of kids we will implement with the census about this one, and every district level, state level championships, national level championships, each and every championship. In academy also, we will do the affordable prices for this one. Means people can take about this one. So that's my motto about this one, because I have decided some things in my mind. So I need to give this kind of products in academy. People should be means like easily usable about this one. Okay. Sometimes it's happened you have never used. I will tell you one example about I was in South Korea in 2006. Okay. So I played one South Korea match. That one quarterfinal was there. So we were on equal level basis. So sometimes what happened, the knowledge, okay, I was lost with South Korea, so that my quarterfinal was there. So why I was lost? because my coach was known. First round I was leading, second round he was leading, third round we were almost equal level about this one. But what's happened? Okay, जो सीटी जब बजती है ना, तो सीटी हमको वो सिखाया गया है कि सीटी जब बजती है ना, तो रुक जाएंगे, तो मारने का नहीं है, तो उससे आपके पॉइंट्स कम होंगे. So whenever CT was started now, so I have stopped. But the South Korean member, he take the advantages of this one, he should play about this. So he took the 1 point. We were in equal points, but then I was taking the objection. But the CT तो बच गया, इसने CT मार के भी मेरे को मारा है करके ऐसा सर. तो तब उन्होंने हमको ये बोला, that is an international rule in 2006 actually, कि रूल ये है CT स्टार्ट में CT जब तक फिनिश नहीं होता है ना, तब तक आप खेल सकते हो. लेकिन हमको सिखाया गया, तो वो ये नॉलेज था कि see in India we need to improve in all the areas, but not all the areas. Sorry about this. So many areas we need to implement about this. So that's why my target is this improvement should be in every area in academic all these things. Okay, now one more thing is coming. So why I'm telling about all these things? So whenever I saw, if you see on the Google, if you just search on the Google, Sindhu Kshetriya, okay. So first headline is coming as an Indian man. Okay, so that line is inspiring me about this one because I want to do some contribution towards my country. So that's why I'm mad for this one. That's why my day is starting every day. As of 4 a.m. I start my day. 4 to 8 a.m. I'm doing my martial art practice. Then after 9, my job is all running and my family is all these things. So you also think about, see, we are in the part of our country. So always remember one thing. You have to do something, whatever the things you like it now. So if suppose somebody is reading a book, somebody writing a book, somebody has now some different skills. You just grow your skill, and if suppose you have a unique skill, so shine. If suppose you are doing आप देश का नाम कहाँ भी ये कर सकते हो, shine कर सकते हो, so do it. ये आपको contribution करना है, क्योंकि ये freedom जो मिला है ये ऐसे ही नहीं मिला है क्या कैसा? ऐसा तो कुर्बानी की वजह से मिला है ना, हाँ? तो वो soldiers भी जो खड़े हैं, आपको सोते टाइम थोड़ा सोचना कि यार वो चाहता वो बंदा भी आईटी में आता था, वो बंदा भी इधर आके बैठ सकता था करके ऐसा, है ना? तो उसके बारे में हमेशा उस चीज का ख्याल रखना. वो बोलते हैं ना कि ध्यान में रखना, हमको भी कुछ ना कुछ सोल्यूशन इस इंडिया में करना है. या थैंक यू, थैंक्स फॉर सर.
Thank you, sir, for your very good insights. Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. Now I would request Professor Gadre to please felicitate Mr. Sudhir.
Who is Sidhu? Ramesh, first day, today. Very, very inspiring talk. I hope our new students will pick up very good things from this. But unmatched person.
तर येथे जमलेल्या माझ्या सर्व माजी विद्यार्थ्यांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी आपल्या यावर्षीच्या विद्यार्थ्यांना करिअरबद्दल मार्गदर्शन करावे आणि यावर्षीच्या मुलांना आपल्याकडून या गोष्टी शिकण्यासाठी उत्सुकता आहे. आपले अनुभव आमच्या मौल्यवान भविष्यासाठी मौल्यवान ठरतील आणि या गोष्टीसाठी आणि आतुरतेने वाट पाहत होतो की आमचे ॲक्टिव्हिटीज करून आम्ही काहीतरी शिकावं. धन्यवाद. It was really enriching talk from Sindhu Shetty, our distinguished speakers. Now it's time to tea break. Yes. Now it's time to take a tea break. This is a great chance to edit and
This is great chance to catch up with your old friends and share your stories. We'll catch up in 10 to 15 minutes.
Just one.
Yes.
See, when I stand near the board, you will get scared, but I'm not. I think I can be heard even without the mic. But I just want to mention something about Sidhu. Okay, because of Sidhu, his first record was performed in the ISSC campus, Podar complex, and because of him, we all got introduced to this process of Guinness Book of World Record. Whenever he was performing record, always his batchmates, his junior, seniors, as well as the current batch of ISSC was involved, and it was a great process. And his determination is something which all of you should take, all of you should learn something from it. Okay, 55 hours for a noble cause, that to help his blood cancer affected friend, that was a great achievement. We were all witnessing that, and it was very good experience for all of us. Okay, yeah.
So as we heard Suraj, we can all take a break, but I'd like to remind everyone that after the tea break, we'll have to come back here again for another interactive session at which we all of us are looking forward to. So thank you very much once again.